Crypto Billionaires 69 coming back at you guys with another daily in-depth technical analysis on the overall market and Dogelon on Mars. It is currently Thursday, January 23rd. So let's get straight into the charts. Bitcoin is at 105,000, Ethereum's at 3.2, XRP is at 311. We've seen XRP dip recently, and yeah, we'll get into Dogelon on Mars technical analysis and levels right now. Stick to the end of the video if you want to talk about the future. I'm going to be talking about the future and the possibilities we have. So yeah, it could get on the sort of controversial / theoretical side, but it should hopefully spark good conversation in the comment section. But let me know where you guys are averaged in Dogelon on Mars, what price you're averaged in. And let's get straight into these levels. So over the past month, we've seen a 43% move to the upside. At one point, it was up 200%, dipped within a day down to 100%, rebounded, and we're coming down. But yeah, we are continuing to bounce off these new supports, making higher lows, and we either need to see a break through the upside, or we will break this higher low trend line that we're seeing and come back down to retest these 62331 levels of support. So the market cap is currently at 184 million. We have seen it pump all the way down from 100 million. So it is up pretty much. If you got it around 100 million, it's up 85% at the moment. So yeah, let's give you guys some levels and see what we're working with here. So these are the daily candles. I don't know if this printed correctly, but yeah, it definitely did print correctly because we were watching this on the day that it happened. It came all the way up, tested these previous resistance levels, bounced down, and now we are currently losing volume but making higher lows. Okay, now if you keep in mind, over the past how many years? 2 years? We haven't seen the type of volume that we're seeing right now. Okay? Keep that in mind. Although it is diminishing day to day, what we want to see is a green candle spike up above this red candle, indicating that there's still more buying support and more attention and money flowing into this coin. So for the last 2 years, we haven't seen the volume that we're seeing within the past week, which is a very good sign. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna continue to watch this. It looks like it's about to take off like crazy, and we have a lot of exciting things coming with Dogelon on Mars. So if you're not in the Patreon already, check the description. Join up the Patreon for daily alerts, buy and sell alerts. I help you get in and get out, and you can learn while you earn. And yeah, guys, if you have any questions, shoot me an email at mycryptomoves@gmail.com. That's also in the description. But for now, I think the levels that we need to be watching, like I said, I will chart them out for you here, but they are the same as what I said previously. Right around this area, we want to see a breakthrough with volume around this 3718 level. And if it does not do that, then it will most likely come down and break through this or find support. If it comes down, it would be nice if it found support around this 28 level, around maybe even 29 level. And if it breaks through that, then we're going to be coming all the way back down to these 2260 levels. So I will also put a horizontal line right here. So these are the two possibilities. At the moment, we are looking as though we can break through because of these higher lows and stuffs like that. Although volume is diminishing, we are continuing to see buying pressure. Now, what we want to see is a huge spike or a nice level of support indicating that buyers are stepping in and do not want this to go lower. Let's go ahead and use this Fibonacci retracement tool to see exactly where we're at. So currently we are hovering around the support level of the 0.786 level on the Fibonacci. We saw it spike all the way up here, come all the way down, test the 786, bounce off this 618, break through, come up all the way back down, creating a low here, and then up again, down, down, down. Now we're hovering around here. So the margin of error around the 786 level happens to be around this here, which perfectly aligns with this upward trend line. So we could see a dump all the way down to this level here around this 2797. But if we do see that, then we want to see a nice bounce to the upside, indicating buying pressure. If it doesn't, then we're going to come all the way down to this previous support here at these 2279 levels. On the flip side, if it breaks through, if it bounces off of this 786 level, then our next level of resistance is around the 618 level, and the price for that will be around these 4-5 levels. Okay, 4500 levels. So yeah, guys, I do genuinely believe this is just the start. It could take a little more time. It will probably not happen in the time frame we think it will, but when it does, it's going to happen faster and go harder than we could have ever expected, just like Bitcoin hitting 100K. So with all that being said, go ahead and leave if you want any other coin analysis in the comment section. Go ahead and leave the ticker symbol in the comment section. But for now, I would really like to get into the possibilities of the future. Now, this gets a little theoretical, so if you're not into the theoretical side of life in general, then you should probably click off and go ahead and find a different video. But for Dogelon to Mars, everything's looking good. We have those levels, so keep your eyes on those levels. And yeah, but on the flip side, there's some new developings and just everywhere that has come out recently that is definitely worth talking about. Now, it doesn't really have to do with crypto, but it definitely will affect the market, and maybe it'll affect your viewpoint on the world. But keep in mind, these are just my opinions and kind of how I'm viewing the world at this moment in time. So don't take everything for fact, and try not to let it sway your opinions and viewpoints. But so we recently saw Google come out with a quantum chip, and there's theories and stuff that they say it can do a task, a calculation that a normal computer would take like 10 septillion years to finish. It does it in 5 minutes. I don't know how true that is or what, but there's a couple of theories as to how it does that. And one of those theories is that it takes how it harnesses the power of the Google quantum chips throughout parallel universes and finishes the task in a time. Okay, now that's a crazy theory, right? But let's say, for example, that's true for a second. All right, let's say it does, and there are parallel universes and stuff like that. Now, if we were to invent time travel in the future, then that means we're on a timeline where time travel is already invented. You see what I'm saying? And I would assume if time travel is invented, then you can only travel in time in the universe or reality that has created time travel. But all the other universes where time travel is not possible and it was never made, you can't access those universes, right? And time travel in those, I would assume. But that being said, what reality are we living in, right? There's very existential type questions, but this could also affect crypto prices, because what reality are we living in? They're coming out with AI that, like ChatGPT, they're coming out with AI robots that will be in your home and act like a human. And eventually we won't even be able to tell the difference. We already cannot tell the difference now. If you talk to ChatGPT, you cannot tell the difference between that and a human. Besides it being literally perfect when you speak to them. Yeah, we're talking to AI, we're having conversations with them at this moment in time, and it's surreal. I believe that in the future, these AIs that we're talking to now and the humanoid AIs that are going to be coming out in the future will be as popular as phones, and we will be one of the last generations to live without it. Just like a lot of you guys before phones and before the internet. All right, I remember those days when we didn't have phones and we didn't really have the internet. The internet was there, but it wasn't as popular as it is today. It wasn't as useful as it is today. But yeah, one of the last generations that we could potentially, it's insane, guys. Like, it's kind of scary, kind of scary. But that being said, like, time travel in quantum computing and AI, that's all on the forefront, and that is all things that people are 100% trying to figure out right now as we sit here and talk about this. There's people thinking about that and trying to solve those problems. If not, they already have. If we're living in a reality, in a universe that has time travel invented in the future, then it has already happened now, unless someone from the future came back and prevented it from happening, sacrificing themselves. So, yeah, that being said, the multiverse theory aside and stuff like that, that pretty much throws religion out the window. Like, if you believe in multiverse and stuff like that, and God and stuff like that, which I personally am Christian. So thinking about this it's hard, but it's interesting to think about. And yeah, God would not like what is happening with AI and everything that's happening right now. And it's quite crazy. But yeah, there's so many theories. Like the Rick and Morty episode, it's a cartoon, of course, but there's an episode in Rick and Morty where he needs to power his ship, right? So he creates people who will work so that he can use their energy. He creates a smaller universe, like a quantum universe of people who will work. So he can use their energy to power his ship. And he would go in and present himself as an alien that these people worshipped and will follow the rules too. But eventually, they stopped making power. This little quantum universe of people who were powering his ship. And he went in there and he asked, I noticed the power consumption is lower. And they said, yeah, one of our engineers came up with a groundbreaking power source. And could you guess what it was? It was the same exact thing Rick was doing. He made a even smaller universe and then was harnessing the power from that universe, and so on and so on. Nor did any of these people know they're in a simulation being harvested pretty much for their power. Crazy to think about all this stuff. But tying it all back to crypto, if the multiverse theory is true, are we in a reality where Dogelon Mars gets into the top 30 on crypto? Okay? All the signs are pointing to yes at this moment in time. With Elon and the election and the goals and the AI and Mars and everything, which is very interesting. So, yeah, in a world of endless possibilities, it's crazy. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. I would love to hear your opinions on everything. Because yeah, it's definitely that stuff has been on my mind a lot recently, and I would love to talk about it and get an external opinion on everything. Volume in the last 24 hours is 55 million. It is down 31%. So that's pretty crazy. We haven't seen that in a while, that much volume. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Crypto Bean is 69 out.